matchup, and they are raising money to fight breast cancer here tonight at Fayetteville High School. Now let's talk about the Fayetteville Lady Rockets. They have not quite had the season they'd like to have, but a better season than Manchester so far. They are 8-12 overall. They are 4-8 in conference play. Fayetteville and Manchester are one right on top of the other in Division II. Fayetteville is in 4th place, Manchester in 5th place for Division II of Southern Hills Athletic Conference play. Fayetteville, the teams that they have defeated in the conference, well, they defeated Ripley and Eastern right in the very first matchup of the year, but those were not conference games, but they were against conference teams. The actual conference games where they have won, that would include Lynchburg, as well as, I already said, Manchester. Fayetteville also defeated West Union and Eastern to total their 4 conference wins. We're going to take a quick break. By the way, I want to thank Miley Smith for engineering everything back in the studio for me tonight on C103, and Brandon Rigdon for producing everything on Goodguysradiotv.com. That's right, you can watch this game as well as listen. So if you're in a place where you can watch, you can just pull up Goodguysradiotv.com or look for Good Guys Radio TV on YouTube, and then also C103 Country on Facebook. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back to take a look at the roster for the Manchester Lady Greyhounds right after this on the Shack Sports Radio Network.
Hey, sports fan! Did you know the OHSAA is among the national leaders in social media? Check out the OHSAA's social media platforms for news, tournament information, accomplishments, helpful links, and all the items available in the fan guide, including photos, DVDs, and publications. Check out OHSAA Sports on Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram. And who knows, you may be the next featured face.
Who is Barry Chevrolet? Why don't you ask your friends and neighbors? Because after 70 years and 4 generations in the automotive industry, odds are we've made a happy customer out of somebody you know. Hard-working, proud Americans drive Chevrolets, and that's why we sell them at Barry's. Hats off to everybody driving a Silverado truck. You're my kind of people. Barry Chevrolet, your best deal dealer.
The NFHS Learning Center is the leader in online education for the interscholastic community. At nfhslearn.com, you can find over 70 courses, including more than 30 free courses, such as concussion in sports, heat illness prevention, sudden cardiac arrest, and protecting.
Welcome back courtside at Fayetteville High School. By the way, I want to give a shout out to Taylor Ralston from Manchester, finished first in Division II Southeast District Golf Championship. Taylor will play at The Ohio State University on the Gray course next Friday, not tomorrow. This will be next Friday at 10 a.m. That will be in the state golf tournament. So congratulations to Taylor Ralston making it to state in women's golf. All right, let's take a look at the roster for the Manchester Lady Greyhounds. It starts with number 5, Chloe Freeman. She's a junior. Bryson McClanahan, number 1. She is a freshman. Cadence Newland is a sophomore wearing number 2. Kennedy Turner is a sophomore wearing number 3. Number 7 is Maddie Dunn. She's a junior. J.C. Farley wears number 10. She is a junior. Jaylease Applegate is a junior wearing number 12. Jayla Horner wears number 15. She is a senior. Riley Young wears number 13. She's a junior. Number 22 is Kaylin Bradford. She's a sophomore. Abby Lucas is a sophomore wearing number 23. And rounding out the roster is Abby Naria, a sophomore wearing number 34. Head coach is Mariah Craycraft for the Manchester Lady Greyhounds. I believe this is Coach Craycraft's first year coaching at Manchester. Be sure to stick with us after the game. We will have a conversation with the winning coach in the ACRMC Family Medicine Coaches Comment Show. I'll also name a Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Game. And, of course, I'll have all the stats for you as well. Again, that'll be part of our post-game. We are going to take another quick break and be back to look at the Fayetteville Lady Rockets, the home team on the scoreboard. We'll look at their roster when we come back right after this on the Shack Sports Radio Network.
Taste the Snappy Tomato Pizza difference for yourself. Order from Seaman at 937-386-1010 or from West Union at 937-544-5583. Order online at snappytomato.com.
Welcome back courtside. Let's take a look at the Fayetteville Lady Rockets roster. Starts off with number 0. That's Victoria Thompson. She is a junior. Claire Schaefer, a senior, wears number 2. Number 3 is Brooklyn Isles. She is a senior. Also a senior wearing number 10 is Ava Wells. Kenley Polston wears number 11. She is a senior. Darcy Reeves is a sophomore wearing number 12. Ainsley Beckler wears number 13. She's a senior. Scarlett Crawford is a sophomore wearing number 14. Kendra Allender wears number 20. She's a senior. Katie Wolfer wears number 21. She is also a senior. Ava Baker is a sophomore wearing number 22. Maya Murphy wears number 24. She's a freshman. And Karn Noble is wearing number 33, and she is a senior. Head coach is Sharon Sheets, and Sharon has been coaching for 16 years, volleyball at Fayetteville High School. So that's a look at your roster for Fayetteville. Things a little bit different here tonight because of this being a volley for the cure. And what we have is the Fayetteville team giving some carnations to a cancer survivor that is in the audience, and they are also handing out little miniature volleyballs as well. So, again, a special cancer survivor here in the audience tonight, possibly a family member. I did not get that information, but acknowledging that breast cancer survivor. Again, this is all about raising money for the fight against breast cancer. We are doing the same on C103 throughout the month of October as we have our car for the cure. Be sure to stop by the studio, or if you see that car out and about, for just $1, you can put your name on the car for the cure and help support the fight against breast cancer. We are ready to honor America here courtside. We'll be back right after this on the Shack Sports Radio Network.
ProGen's next-generation technology flooring is designed to stand up to the demands of modern life, and it's available now at the Winchester Carpet Outlet. Because ProGen is durable, waterproof, dimensionally stable, and easy to install, it can be used in any room, including rooms that are most prone to moisture and spills, like kitchens and baths. For top-quality flooring, service, and selection at prices that'll floor you, visit the Winchester Carpet Outlet, just off State Route 32 on Tri-County Road, just a few miles west of Winchester, Ohio, and online at winchestercarpetoutlet.com.
We could make a big, loud, expensive promo to talk about our high school sports coverage. Instead, we'll let our coverage speak for itself.
Plenty of time for a catch and release, and
Oh, he drains it!
Right side, he pulls up for the 3, he hits.
We're sitting on pins and needles, and it is good.
Cherry picking out of hit she goes.
With the tomahawk finish.
Goes up, two-hand monster dunk.
Your home for Shack Sports, C103, and Goodguysradiotv.
What does it mean to be a Rocket?
Rockets are respectful,
Resourceful.
and responsible.
Rocket Pride!
Hey, sports fan! Did you know the
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen. Again, Miley Smith producing this game for me back in the studio at C103, and Brandon Rigdon doing all the producing here for Goodguysradiotv.com. So again, you can watch this game as well as listen. Before we took the break there, I was talking about the car for the cure, the C103 car for the cure. By the way, this year that is donated by AdamsCountyCar.com, which CAR stands for Collision and Repair. Adams County Collision and Repair. And again, the website, AdamsCountyCar.com. And Sean McFarland, the owner of AdamsCountyCar.com, Adams County Collision and Repair, donating that car, as well as Barry Chevrolet Buick. We want to thank the McFarland family for their continued support, as every year they give us a car to use for the C103 Car for the Cure. This year, I think it's the coolest car we've ever had. It's a Chevrolet Cavalier that is badged as a Z24. And if you're an old guy like me who grew up in the 80s, that was a pretty cool car that everybody wanted to have. Well, of course, a Z28 would have been even better, but Z24 was still pretty cool. All right, let's talk about who's going to be starting in this game. Starting for Manchester, it'll be number 3, Kennedy Turner, number 7, Maddie Dunn, number 10, J.C. Farley, number 12, Jaleese Applegate, number 13, Riley Young, and number 23, Abby Lucas. Starting on the side of the Fayetteville Lady Rockets, it will be number 0, Victoria Thompson, number 10, Ava Wells, number 11, Kenley Polston, number 20, Kendra Allender, number 21, Katie Wolfer, and number 24, Maya Murphy. That's a look at your starting lineup for both teams. By the way, our officials for tonight's contest are Connie Scott and Brent Gilliland. We are just about ready for our first serve. We'll take one last quick break and be back with action right after this on the Shack Sports Radio Network.
Who is Barry Chevrolet? Why don't you ask your friends and neighbors? Because after 70 years and 4 generations in the automotive industry, odds are we've made a happy customer out of somebody you know. Hard-working, proud Americans drive Chevrolets, and that's why we sell them at Barry's. Hats off to everybody driving a Silverado truck. You're my kind of people. Barry Chevrolet, your best deal dealer.
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, tomorrow night on our sister station, 99.5 The Edge, in football action, high school football, it'll be Western Brown at Clinton Massey. Again, that's on 99.5 The Edge. On Saturday, it'll be the Ohio State Buckeyes versus Maryland. Pregame is at 10:30. Again, that's on Saturday on C103. Also on Saturday on 99.5 The Edge for college football, it'll be the Ohio University Bobcats versus Kent State. 2:30 is pregame for that one. And then, of course, on Sunday, we'll wrap up our weekend of football with the Cincinnati Bengals at Arizona. Again, that is Sunday at 2:30. That's pregame at 2:30 on 99.5 The Edge. So that's a look at what we have sports-wise football all weekend long on both stations. So Manchester will have the first serve. Abby Lucas will step back to serve first for the Manchester Lady Greyhounds. Lucas serves it across and gets an ace to start things off for Manchester. Lucas had 18 aces on the season coming into this match. Lucas again with the serve. This time it'll be received in the back row by Wells, and then Wells will also return it back over to Farley, and now the return off the hands of Young. Now on the attack will be Wolfer, and Wolfer is going to get the point, as I believe they called somebody in the net. Yeah, I think they're going to say Young was in the net. So Fayetteville gets the point, and Wolfer will end up getting her first kill. Wolfer back to serve for the Fayetteville Lady Rockets. That'll be received by Farley. Returned off the hands of Turner. Comes back over to the Lady Rockets, and they're going to set an attack up by Thompson. And that'll be a successful block by Manchester. And Manchester will get the point. We're going to have a substitution as Horner will come in to replace Farley for the Manchester Lady Greyhounds. By the way, the Manchester Lady Greyhounds are not wearing their traditional blue colors. They are wearing pink tonight in honor of Volley for the Cure. Attack by Applegate for Manchester, dug out in the back row by Wolfer, and now returned off the hands of Polston. Back over to Lady Greyhounds. They're going to set Applegate up for a floor spike. That didn't work. Now Murphy will set it for an attack off the hands of Polston. It'll drop short in the net. Manchester gets the point. Manchester out to an early lead, 3-1 in our first set of the match. By the way, Fayetteville won the junior varsity matchup. An overpass to an overkill. Horner gets her first kill. And again, Young back to serve. Young serves it across, going to be received by Wells. Murphy will set it. Thompson on the attack, and it's good. Victoria Thompson gets her first kill. Fayetteville breaks the serve. Back to serve now will be Murphy for the Lady Rockets. Lady Rockets, by the way, are wearing black with pink for the volley for the Cure. Applegate on the attack for Manchester. Murphy received it, but nobody there to get a second hit. And Applegate will get her first kill. She'll also get the serve. Manchester leading by 3, 5-2. Applegate serves it across, received in the back row. I think that was, I couldn't see who that was actually. It might have been Wolfer. It doesn't matter. Ends up that Fayetteville does score the point.
Oh, shoot. I don't have it either.
Yep. All right, I did not see who scored that point, by the way. They had to track the ball down. All right, Polston now back to serve for Lady Rockets. That'll be received by Dunn. Now the set, Horner on the attack. That goes over to Allender. Murphy will now set Thompson for an attack. Applegate with the dig, and it ends up going out of bounds. Well, they're going to say 3 was in the net. So the point will go to the Lady Rockets, and Polston back to serve again. Polston serves it across, received in the back row by Young. Now they'll set soft attack. That was off the hands of Turner. Fayetteville had no problem with that. Now on the attack is Wells. Back to Manchester. Horner on the attack. Wolfer receives it. Wells, and then returned off the hands of Polston. Now Manchester will set a back row return off the hands of Young. Now Thompson on the attack, and she'll break the plane underneath the net. Point will go to Manchester. Lady Greyhounds lead it by 2, 6-4 in our first set of the match. Serving now is Turner. That'll come across to Wolfer. Now Wells will set it. It'll be returned off the hands of Allender. Now Manchester will have Turner on the set. Horner not able to get the attack to work, and Fayetteville gets the point. Substitution as Beckler will come in. Beckler will replace Allender. On the side of Fayetteville, Thompson will step back to serve. And apparently an error of some kind was made by Fayetteville, and they will give a point to Manchester, I think. They'll give the serve to Manchester. All right, didn't catch exactly what happened there, but Manchester serving. So now Young, and that was Horner on the attack. Returned off the hands of Murphy, and that one is good with a floor spike. Murphy scores a kill. That'll be her first. So now we're tied at 6 apiece, and Thompson will serve for the Lady Rockets. Thompson will drop it short in the net for a service error. So the point will go to Manchester, and Horner will step back to serve for the Lady Greyhounds. They lead it by 1. That'll come across, received by Polston. Now they're going to set Wolfer up for an attack, and it's good. Katie Wolfer gets her second kill. J.C. Farley will come back in to replace Horner. She'll go into the back row. Beckler will step back to serve for Fayetteville. Beckler serves it across. That is received by Turner, and now returned off the hands of Young. And now Wolfer on the attack for Fayetteville, and ends up strong and goes out of bounds. And the point will go to Manchester, I think. No, they're going to say it touched Manchester. So the point goes to Fayetteville. Beckler again back to serve. Fayetteville takes their first lead by 1. Beckler serves it across to Applegate. Turner with the set, returned off the hands of Young. And now the set for an attack by Wells. That doesn't work. Turner with the set, returned off the hands of Young. Wolfer will now set Murphy for an attack. Applegate saves that one. Manchester with a simple return. That was off the hands of Lucas. Now they're going to set Wolfer up for a strong attack, but it's too strong and goes out of bounds. Point Manchester. Officials having a little bit of a discussion with the scores table. While they are doing that, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. That's why you're seeing these Volley for the Cures. Again, Manchester played West Union in a volley for the cure last night, now playing Fayetteville tonight. Everybody trying to raise money in the fight against breast cancer. Help us raise awareness and funds to provide mammograms to local women with the C103 Car for the Cure campaign. Be on the lookout for the pink car for your chance to donate and sign the car for yourself. It is sitting outside of the C103 and 99.5 The Edge studios in West Union most days, but you'll also see it out and about as well. In fact, tomorrow night it will be at the Adams County Medical Foundation Gala at the Willows in Winchester. We want to give a special thanks to our season sponsors, including Willie & Son Trucking, the Winchester Carpet Outlet, and Barry's Chevrolet. All right, whatever that was, it's resolved, and Fayetteville has the serve. Lucas will serve it. Comes across to Beckler. Now returned by Wells. And that came over to Lucas. Sorry, we're back on the Fayetteville side now. Wells with an attack, and it's good. Ava Wells gets her first kill. So Fayetteville ties it back up at 9 apiece. And Wells will serve for the Lady Rockets. Again, the Rockets wearing black and pink tonight. And the Manchester Lady Greyhounds wearing pink and black. Wolfer, by the way, tried an overkill. And that time she does get it to work. Are they going to say she was in the net? No, she was not. So Wolfer scores the kill. That's her third, by the way. Beckler came out. Back in is going to be Allender on the side of Fayetteville. Wells serving again. Serves it across to Lucas. Farley with a touch. And Turner will return it. Murphy is now going to set Wolfer for an attack, and it's good. Katie Wolfer now scoring 4 kills in the first set of the match. Fayetteville leading by 2, 11-9, with Wells serving. Wells serves it across, received by Young. And now an overpass is a perfect setup for Wolfer to get an overkill. That's her 5th. An overpass, by the way, is when a team usually on the first pass will overpass it back over the net. They don't want to do that. Sometimes it'll happen on the second pass. And an overkill is when that pass goes right at the net and sets up the other team for an easy kill. By the way, I think it was an illegal hit there by Manchester, so Fayetteville scores the point. They now lead it by 4, 13-9. Serving across to Farley. Turner sets it, returned off the hands of Young. Comes to Polston. Now Wolfer back to Polston. She'll try the floor spike and drop it short in the net. Manchester gets the point. So trailing by 3, back to serve is going to be Abby Lucas. Lucas serves it into the back row to Thompson. Now they're going to set Wolfer for another attack, but this time she drops it short in the net. And Manchester again scores. Lucas again back to serve. Serves it across, received in the back row by Thompson. And they're going to set it up to Wolfer for another attack, and it went out. A little too strong. So Manchester now back within 1. Again, Fayetteville won the junior varsity matchup in 3 sets, 2-1. Wolfer again on the attack, and this time it is on the mark, and that'll be her 6th kill. Wolfer will now serve for the Lady Rockets. Wolfer serves it across to Dunn, and Manchester trying to save it. They are able to return it. Allender's going to set Thompson up for attack, but that one is way strong and ends up out of bounds. Substitution as Horner will check back in, replacing Farley on the side of the Manchester Lady Greyhounds. Serving is going to be Riley Young. Overpass off the hands of Allender. Manchester setting it up for Applegate to try the floor spike. That didn't work. Murphy tries a dump. That doesn't work. Now Applegate with another floor spike. Back to Murphy. Thompson on the attack for Fayetteville. Nice dig in the back row there by Manchester. Applegate with a soft attack. And that did not work, but Horner got one to go on the return. And Jayla Horner gets her second kill. That was a little battle at the net there with Murphy, often referred to as a joust. Young again back to serve, comes across to Thompson. Murphy will set it back to Thompson for an attack. Picked up by Young and returned for a floor spike by Applegate. That'll give her her second kill. And Young will again serve. By the way, because it's a volley for the Cure, some of these young ladies are not wearing their normal number. Always makes it fun for me. Young scores an ace off that serve. And Manchester now leading by 2, 16-14. Young again serving, received by Thompson. Murphy will set it back to Thompson for the attack, and it scores off of the attempted block by Horner. Score Victoria Thompson now with 2 kills. Murphy will serve for Fayetteville, trailing by 1. Murphy serves it across, and Lucas with an overpass. Fayetteville couldn't get an overkill there, but now Thompson on the attack. That'll come across to Young. Now Horner with an attack, but it's too strong. Ends up out of bounds on the side. I should say it was just really off the mark. And we're now tied at 16 apiece with Murphy serving again for the Lady Rockets. Murphy will serve it across to Lucas. Turner will set it. Horner on the attack, received in the back row by Wolfer. Now they're going to set Polston for an attack. She got it back off the block, and now Manchester setting Horner up, but she'll drop it short, and the point will go to the Lady Rockets. Lady Rockets now back on top by 1, 17-16, our first set of the match. Murphy serving it across to Young. Lucas will set Applegate, tries a little dink at the net, and it ends up working. We'll score Applegate a kill for that dink. She'll get the serve. We're tied again, 17 apiece. We got a shoe tie, I think, going on here. Knee pads getting fixed. All right, Applegate with the serve. Oh, drops it short in the net for a service error, so it'll go right back to Fayetteville. First, we'll have a substitution. Beckler will come back in to replace Allender on the side of the Lady Rockets. And Polston will serve with Fayetteville leading by 1 in the first set of the match. Serves across and then returned by Horner. Now they're going to set Thompson up for an attack, but it's too strong. That'll go out of bounds, and Manchester gets the point. Turner will now serve for Manchester. Again, after the match, I'll talk to the winning coach in the ACRMC Family Medicine Coach's Comment Show. I'll have stats for you, and I'll name a Snappy Tomato Pizza player of the game. 4 hits on the side of Manchester. So Fayetteville ends up scoring the point. Again, Snappy Tomato Pizza sponsors our player of the game. They do that for basketball as well, which will be just around the corner. Thompson clipped the top of the net on that serve. Manchester able to return it. Horner will return it back to Thompson. Now Murphy is going to set an attack off the hands of Beckler. That didn't work. Turner returns it. Beckler will set it this time, and Wells not able to get the return to go over the net. And the point will go to Manchester. And back to serve will be Jayla Horner. We're tied again, 19 apiece. Horner serves it across to Polston. They're going to set Wolfer up for an attack, and Manchester trying to save it, and they do. Nice save. Now Murphy returns it for Fayetteville. Turner sets it up and sets it perfect for Wolfer to reach over and get the kill. That'll be her 7th. Horner comes out, Farley comes in for Manchester, Allender comes in, and Beckler comes out for Fayetteville. Back to serve will be Kendra Allender. Allender serves it right into the middle. I believe that was Turner, and returned by Young, and a little battle at the net there. That worked out for Manchester as Turner returned it instead of setting it. Ended up with an off-speed attack for a kill. Manchester will set it to Applegate, blocked at the net by Wolfer. Nice block. Katie Wolfer scores the block. And the point for Fayetteville. They're leading it 21-20 as Wells will step back to serve. Wells serves it across to Young. Turner at the net. What are we going to have? They're going to say that Polston was in the net. And so the point will go to Manchester. Tied again, 21 apiece. Lucas serving. Lucas serves it across and now returned off the hands of Wolfer. Dunn with the save. Applegate with a return. Now Murphy is going to set an attack by Polston, and that one's good. Manchester couldn't save it off the block attempt by Young. Fayetteville back on top by 1 with Wolfer serving. And an overpass, but again, no overkill. But what do we have here? Oh, they're going to say an illegal hit by Young will give the point to Fayetteville. Fayetteville now leading by 2. Ties their biggest lead of the match. Wolfer with the serve. Serves it across, received by Dunn. Now Farley and returned by Applegate. Murphy is going to set it for Polston to return it. Now Lucas setting the attack up by Young is no good. It's too strong and ends up out of bounds. Fayetteville gets the point, and it is now set point for Fayetteville with Wolfer serving. 24-21 the score. Wolfer's going to end it with an ace. Katie Wolfer gets her first ace, and the Lady Rockets win the first set of the match, 25-21. Don't go away. We'll be back with set number 2 right after this on the Shack Sports Radio Network.
The NFHS Learning Center is the leader in online education for the interscholastic community. At NFHSLearn.com, you can find over 70 courses, including more than 30 free courses, such as concussion in sports, heat illness prevention, sudden cardiac arrest, and protecting students from abuse. To learn more, visit the NFHS Learning Center.
Taste the Snappy Tomato Pizza difference for yourself. Order from Seaman at 937-386-1010 or from West Union at 937-544-5583. Order online at snappytomato.com.
ProGen's next-generation technology flooring is designed to stand up to the demands of modern life, and it's available now at the Winchester Carpet Outlet. Because ProGen is durable, waterproof, dimensionally stable, and easy to install, it can be used in any room, including rooms that are most prone to moisture and spills, like kitchens and baths. For top-quality flooring, service, and selection at prices that'll floor you, visit the Winchester Carpet Outlet, just off State Route 32 on Tri-County Road, just a few miles west of Winchester, Ohio, and online at winchestercarpetoutlet.com.
We could make a big, loud, expensive promo to talk about our high school sports coverage. Instead, we'll let our coverage speak for itself.
Plenty of time for a catch and release, and
oh, he drains it!
Right side, he pulls up to the 3, he hits.
We're sitting on pins and needles, and it is good.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Fayetteville taking the early lead in the match, 25-21 in the first set. By the way, your scores from the JV contest: Fayetteville won the first set 25-9. Manchester won the second set 25-18. And then Fayetteville winning the third set 25-18 to get the victory 2-1. Stats from the first set: I had for Manchester, Kennedy Turner with 1 kill. Jaleese Applegate with 3 kills. Jayla Horner, I had her scored with 2 kills. Riley Young with 1 ace. and Abby Lucas also with an ace. For Fayetteville, I scored Victoria Thompson with 2 kills, Wells with 1. That's Ava Wells, Kenley Polston with 1 kill. Katie Horner with 7 kills, 1 block, and 1 ace. And then Maya Murphy with 1 kill as well. I do not keep assists. Maya, of course, is the setter for Fayetteville and would have several of those. On the flip side of that, Turner does most of the setting duties on the side of Manchester. Wolfer will start things off serving across, received by the libero, Freeman. And now on the attack, it's a little bit too strong. That was Young, and the point will go to Fayetteville. So Freeman, by the way, the libero for Manchester into the game. Wolfer serves it across, received by Freeman. Turner will set it. Applegate for the attack. Back to Wolfer. Murphy's going to set Thompson up for an attack. That one is too strong. It goes out of bounds, and Manchester scores the point. Football action tomorrow night on 99.5 The Edge, our sister station. Western Brown at Clinton Massey. That's football action tomorrow night. Kickoff, well, pregame is usually around 6:30. Manchester returning it. Murphy will set Polston for an attack, and it's good. Kenley Polston gets her 2nd kill. The Ohio State Buckeyes will face off against Maryland. 10:30 pregame for that game on C103 on Saturday. Murphy serves it across to Freeman. Lucas with a double hit. So Fayetteville scores the point. They now lead it 3-1 in our second set of the match. They lead the match 1-0. Murphy again back to serve for the Lady Rockets. Going to be received by Freeman. Dunn with a touch, and Applegate returns it over to Polston. Murphy's going to set Thompson for an attack, and that one's going to be good. So it goes out of bounds off Dunn. Thompson gets her 3rd kill. Murphy back to serve for Fayetteville. Murphy serving in across, received by Freeman. And now Lucas to Applegate. Tried a floor spike, and it ended up in the net. Point goes to Fayetteville. They'll lead it by 4. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. That's why Fayetteville and Manchester playing this Volley for the Cure, raising money for the fight against breast cancer. Murphy drops it short in the net for a service error. Point goes to Manchester. And coming in is going to be McClanahan replacing Freeman. On the other side, Noble will be in to replace Isles, which, by the way, I forgot to get Isles in the game there. So Young back to serve. And it'll be an ace as it hits Noble. Young scoring her 2nd ace of the match. And now going to be returned and set up for an overkill attempt. That was no good by McClanahan. Now they're going to dump it off the hands of Lucas. And Thompson not able to save it. So Lucas going to score a kill off of that dump. Young will serve it, and it'll be out of bounds on the side. Offline. So the point will go to Fayetteville. They lead it by 2. Again, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We are also raising money for the fight against breast cancer with the C103 Car for the Cure, donated by Adams County Collision and Repair at Barry Chevrolet, and that is adamscountycar.com. Manchester. Lucas to Turner for the return. Comes over to Wolfer. Now Polston will set it back to Wolfer. She'll have to return it from the back row. Over to Turner. And now Lucas returns it. Polston back to Wolfer. Just kind of volleying back and forth here. Turner's going to try and attack. And that one's too strong. It goes out of bounds. Fayetteville gets the point. Polston back to serve. Her team leading by 3, 7-4. Fayetteville leads the match 1-0. That'll be received by Lucas, and now McClanahan with an off-speed, soft attack. It's good. score the first kill for McClanahan. Applegate will now serve for Manchester. Applegate serves it across to Polston. Murphy with the set. Back row attack by Thompson. An overpass off the hands of Dunn. Now returned by Wolfer for Fayetteville. Lucas, and then back to McClanahan for a floor spike. That didn't work. Now Thompson on the attack. What do we got? Manchester in the net. They're going to say McClanahan is either in the net or broke the plane underneath. I'm not sure which one, but either way, Fayetteville gets the point, and Thompson will serve. Fayetteville now leading 8-5. Thompson serves it across to Applegate. Lucas will set it. Dunn with the attack. That one a little bit strong, ends up out of bounds. Lucas, by the way, also helping out with the setting duties for Manchester. Thompson serves it across to Applegate. Lucas with a dump. That didn't work. Thompson picks it up. Murphy will now set Wells for an attack, and it's going to be good. Took a couple of hits, but Wells scores the kill. That'll be her second. Special thanks again to our season sponsors, including Willie & Son Trucking, the Winchester Carpet Outlet, and Barry Chevrolet. Lucas to Dunn for an attack, blocked by Wells, and then returned. Wolfer tries a kill. That doesn't work. Noble with a save. Oh, Wolfer couldn't get it back up over the net. That did not work out for the Lady Rockets. Manchester scores the point. They trail it 10-6, and serving is going to be Turner for the Lady Greyhounds. Turner serves it across to Noble. Now Murphy will set Thompson for a back row attack. Applegate, with an overpass. And what do we got? Nope, they're going to say that Wells was in the net as she tried the overkill. So now serving again is Turner. Manchester got that point. Turner serves it into the back row. Polston. Murphy sets Wolfer for an attack, and it's good. McClanahan tried the block, but it came off of her and dropped on Manchester's side. So Wolfer ended up with another kill. That's her 8th. Noble out and Isles in. Brooklyn Isles will step back to serve for Fayetteville. Isles serves it across, received by Young. Turner is going to set Dunn up for the attack. Murphy receives it. Wolfer back to Murphy for the return, and she gets, actually from a floor spike, Murphy scores a kill. That'll be her second. Isles again to serve. Her team on top by 5 now. That'll be received by Young. Turner with the set. Lucas tries an attack. That doesn't work. Wells on the return with the floor spike. That might work. Nope. Young able to return it. Isles will set it to Wolfer for the return. Comes over to McClanahan. Turner setting it back to McClanahan for an attack, but it's too strong. It'll go out of bounds, and the point will go to Fayetteville. Isles again serving to Young. And that got too close to the net. Turner couldn't save it out of the net. And Fayetteville scores the point. Fayetteville with their biggest lead in the entire match at 7. Applegate receives it. Young with a touch, and Dunn returns it. Comes back over to Polston. They're going to set it up for Wells for an attack. Nice block by McClanahan. And that ends up scoring the point for Manchester, I think. Well, the officials are going to have a conversation about it. So we'll see which way they score this. They're going to score it to Fayetteville. So I think somebody gets credited with a kill, but I don't remember who it was. So we'll just leave that one out. McClanahan with a little dink. That doesn't work. Wolfer back to Murphy for the return. Comes over to Applegate. Turner's going to set Lucas for the return. They're going to say she had a double hit. So with an illegal hit, Fayetteville scores the point, and it's now 15-7. Got something stuck in the net. A string in the net. Nice catch there by the official, Connie Scott. Tough to see those. Isles now with the serve. Serves it across to Applegate. And the set by Turner returned off the hands of Dunn. Now, floor spike attempt by Polston. And on the return, it was set up for Wolfer. The attack didn't work. McClanahan returns it. Comes back over to Polston. Now Wells on the attack, and it's good. Ava Wells gets her third kill. She might have got that one I missed earlier, too. Isles now back to serve. Fayetteville leading 16-7. Comes over to Applegate. Turner returns it, tries the dump. Now Murphy sets it up to Wolfer. She drops it short in the net on the attack, and the point will go to Manchester. So Manchester finally breaks the serve, and McClanahan will have that serve. Serves it across to Thompson and scores an ace. Miscue there on the side of Fayetteville. So McClanahan back to serve again. See if she can get another ace. Isles receives it. Wells with a touch. Wolfer on the attack. Nice dig there by Applegate. Now Dunn punches it into the back row to Isles. They're going to set Wells up for an attack. Back to McClanahan. Turner to Young. Young tried a soft attack, and Wolfer was there for the block and scores. Block number 2 for Wolfer. And now serving for Fayetteville will be Wells. They lead it by 8. Wells serving in a cross, received there. I think that was Turner. So Wolfer returns it back to McClanahan. Turner to Young for the return. Comes over to Isles. Murphy tries the dump, and it works. We'll score a kill for Maya Murphy with the dump. Your libero, Freeman, comes back in on the side of Manchester. Wells again serving. Comes over to Turner. Now Dunn on the attack. Received by Wells. They're going to set Polston up. Nice block by Young. Fayetteville trying to keep it alive. They do. Wolfer returns it and scores a kill. Katie Wolfer gets her 9th kill. Coming in now is going to be Noble. Back in to replace Isles. Wells will step back to serve. Wells serves it across, received by Turner. Lucas returned it. Now Murphy's going to set Wolfer for another attack, but this one will be short. In the net, point will go to Manchester. Trailing by 9, Dunn will serve. Serves it across to Wells. Murphy's going to set Wolfer for another attack. And that one's going to be good as Lucas with the dig and ended up going out of bounds. 10 kills now for Katie Wolfer. And she will step back to serve for Fayetteville. Wolfer serves it across to Freeman. Young with a touch. And now returned by Applegate. Murphy is going to set Polston. Nice block by Young. Riley Young scores a block. Manchester trailing by 9. Lucas, nice strong serve. Wells received it. Noble to Polston for the return, and well, that was just a simple return by Polston, but we'll score a kill as she gets the point. Manchester calls the timeout. They trail it by 10, 21-11 in our second set of the match. They trail the match 1-0. We're back right after this on the Shack Sports Radio Network.
Cherry picking out of hit she goes.
With the tomahawk finish.
Goes up. Two-hand monster dunk. Your home for Shack Sports. C103 and Goodguysradiotv.
What does it mean to be a rocket?
Rockets are respectful,
Resourceful.
and responsible.
Rocket Pride!
Hey, sports fan! Did you know the OHSAA is among the national leaders in social media? Check out the OHSAA's social media platforms for news, tournament information, accomplishments, helpful links, and all the items available.
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen. Fayetteville has the serve and the lead. Murphy will serve it. Serves it across, received by Freeman. Lucas will set it to Applegate for the attack. Now Murphy setting Polston for the attack, and oh no. That one went up and hit the backboard on the ceiling twice. It's tough to save it when it hits it just once. But Manchester could not save that one. So now Murphy again back to serve. And I missed that. I think that was Polston on the attack. We'll credit her with the kill. Murphy, Noble, now Wolfer returns it from the back row over to Freeman. Lucas will set Young, soft attack, and it works as it goes out of bounds off of, I think that was Wells. So Young now getting her first kill. Back to serve will be Lucas. On the side of Manchester. What do we got? Dunn is calling for something here. I think Dunn just wanted to make sure that the rotation was correct. And it was not. So we're going to have a substitution. McClanahan in, replacing the libero Freeman. And back to serve is going to be Young. Nice catch there by Dunn. So Young with the serve. It'll be a little strong. Goes out of bounds for a service error, and Fayetteville gets the point. Serving now for the Lady Rockets will be Polston. Leading it by 11, 23-12. And that's an overpass back to Polston. Murphy's going to set Thompson for an attack. And it goes out of bounds off the block. Fayetteville gets the point. Thompson scoring her fourth kill. Polston will again step back to serve. Set point for Fayetteville. They could take a two-set lead here. Serves across to Dunn. Applegate will return it. Comes over to Wolfer. Murphy setting Noble up for an attack. Dug out in the back row by Young. Applegate, simple return over to Murphy. Noble's going to get called for a double hit. So the point will go to Manchester, and Manchester's staying alive in set two with Applegate back to serve. Applegate serves it across, received by Wolfer. Murphy tries the dump. That didn't work. Although Manchester hasn't returned it yet, finally they do. Off the hands of Young. Wells is going to set Thompson for an attack, and that one's good. Victoria Thompson scores her fifth kill, and Fayetteville takes a two-set lead as they win the second one 25-13. We'll take a quick break and be back with our third set right after this on the Shack Sports Radio Network.
Who is Barry Chevrolet? Why don't you ask your friends and neighbors? Because after 70 years and 4 generations in the automotive industry, odds are we've made a happy customer out of somebody you know. Hard-working, proud Americans drive Chevrolets, and that's why we sell them at Barry's. Hats off to everybody driving a Silverado truck. You're my kind of people. Barry Chevrolet, your best deal dealer.
The NFHS Learning Center is the leader in online education for the interscholastic community. At nfhslearn.com, you can find over 70 courses, including more than 30 free courses, such as concussion in sports, heat illness prevention, sudden cardiac arrest, and protecting students from abuse. To learn more, visit the NFHS Learning Center.
Taste the snappy tomato pizza difference for yourself. Order from Seaman at 937-386-1010 or from West Union at 937-544-5583. Order online at snappytomato.com.
ProGen's next-generation technology flooring is designed to stand up to the demands of modern life, and it's available now at the Winchester Carpet Outlet. Because ProGen is durable, waterproof, dimensionally stable, and easy to install, it can be used in any room, including rooms that are most prone to moisture and spills, like kitchens and baths. For top-quality flooring, service, and selection at prices that'll floor you, visit the Winchester Carpet Outlet, just off State Route 32 on Tri-County Road, just a few miles west of Winchester, Ohio, and online at winchestercarpetoutlet.com. On
the side of the Fayetteville Lady Rockets, I had Thompson scoring 3 kills to give her a total of 5. That's Victoria Thompson. Ava Wells scored 2 kills to give her a total of 3. Kenley Polston scoring 3 kills for a total of 4. Katie Wolfer scored 3 kills for a total of 10. She also scored 1 block for a total of 2. And Maya Murphy scoring 2 kills for a total of 3. That's a look at your offensive stats from set number 2. Again, Fayetteville leading in the match 2-0. They won the junior varsity matchup as well, 2-1 over top of Manchester. And again, leading 2-0 in the varsity match. Manchester serving with Lucas on the serve. Now with the attack is Wolfer. It's too strong. Goes out of bounds, and Manchester scores the point. So Lucas again back to serve for the Lady Greyhounds. Lucas serving it across, received by Wells. Allender sets it to Wolfer for the return. That comes over to Farley. Now on the attack is going to be Young, and it's good. Riley Young scores her 2nd kill of the match. Abby Lucas again back to serve. Manchester with a 2-point lead here in our 3rd set, 2-0. And Lucas scores an ace. 2nd ace of the match for Lucas. Lucas, just clipped the top of the net. Those are always tough to return. And Fayetteville could not do so. So Lucas scores her 2nd ace in a row for a total of 3. Lucas serves again. This time Wells will receive it, and that went up and hit the backboard. Those are tough. They are going to return it off the hands of Murphy. Now Lucas, I think she broke the plane underneath. She did. Stepped underneath the net, and the officials caught that. So the point will go to Fayetteville, and Wolfer will step back to serve. Fayetteville trailing by 3, 4-1. Serve comes across and scores an ace. Katie Wolfer gets her 2nd ace of the match. Wolfer again back to serve. This one's going to be an overpass that goes out of bounds off the hands of Farley. So Fayetteville within 1. Wolfer. And she's going to score another ace. Wow. We are now tied at 4 apiece. Katie Wolfer serves it across to, that's going to be another ace. Wow. Farley received it, didn't get a good hit on it, and nobody was able to get a successful 2nd hit. So now Wolfer serving again with 3 aces in this at serve, and she might get her 4th. She does. Wow, total of 5 aces now for Katie Wolfer. Might see a timeout here out of Manchester. Try and break this serve as Wolfer is dominating. Serves it across, received by Dunn. Lucas with a touch. Applegate returns it. Now Murphy will set it to Thompson for an attack, and it's good. Victoria Thompson scores her 6th kill. There comes the timeout, I think. Nope. Yep, it is. Timeout Manchester as they trail by 3, 7-4 in the 3rd set of the match. We're back right after this on the Shack Sports Radio Network.
We could make a big, loud, expensive promo to talk about our high school sports coverage. Instead, we'll let our coverage speak for itself.
Plenty of time for a catch and release, and
oh, he drains it!
Right side, he pulls up to the 3, he hits.
We're sitting on pins and needles, and it is good.
Cherry picking out a hit, she goes.
With the tomahawk finish.
Goes up, two-hand monster dunk.
Your home for Shack Sports, C103 and Goodguysradiotv.
What does it mean to be a rocket?
Rockets are respectful,
Resourceful.
and responsible.
As we come back, Fayetteville struggling. They will return it off the hands of Murphy. It was at 4 hits, a double hit by Murphy. So Manchester scoring the point. Horner will come back in, replacing Farley, and serving will be Riley Young. Manchester trailing by 2 in this set. They trail in the match by 2 as well, 2-0. Oh, Fayetteville's going to have trouble with this one. Oh, Wolfer able to save it off the backboard. Polston returned it. And now Lucas ended up setting it a little too close to the net. And I think Polston's going to get scored there with a kill. We'll give her 5th. Coming in now is going to be Schaefer replacing Allender on the side of Fayetteville, and serving is going to be Murphy. Murphy serves it across to Horner, and now returned by Lucas. Over to Wolfer, Thompson to Polston for the attack. That'll be received by Turner. Lucas will set Applegate for an attack. Wolfer digs that in the back row. Murphy sets Thompson for an attack. Nice save there by Turner. Young will return it. Comes back over to Wolfer. Murphy's going to set Thompson for another attack. This time it's good as it goes out of bounds off the attempted block by Horner. Thompson gets kill number 7. Murphy again back to serve for Fayetteville. Murphy serving it across, received by Turner. Or no, I'm sorry, that was Young. And returned. Now Thompson on the attack, and it's another good one. Victoria Thompson scoring her 8th kill. ACRMC Family Medicine, they sponsor our Coach's Comment Show. We're going to talk to the winning coach afterwards. I'll also have stats for you, and I will name a Snappy Tomato Pizza player of the game. Brought to you by Snappy Tomato Pizza in West Union and Seaman. Murphy to, that's Schaefer, the new gal, and it's returned. Now comes back over to Young. Dunn will return it from the back row over to Wells. Now Polston on the attack. Nice save by Dunn, Young, and then Lucas returns it to Wells. Wolfer will set it. Murphy returns it. Comes over to Turner. Lucas sets it back to Turner for the attack. Wells with an overpass. Comes back over to Applegate. Lucas will set Applegate for an attack. Wells saved it. Schaefer returns it. Another long volley. Lucas will set Applegate for an attack. Murphy with the dig. Schaefer to Polston returning. Over to Young. Lucas now Horner on the attack. That doesn't work. And now Thompson attacking, and I think that did go out off of Turner. Yep. So Thompson scores the kill. That'll be her 9th. Long volley. Murphy back to serve, leading by 6, 11-5, 3rd set of the match. And that's going to be an ace for Murphy. Her first ace in the match. Murphy again back to serve. 12-5 the score. Fayetteville leading. 3rd set of the match. Fayetteville leads the match 1-0. An overpass that ends up actually turning out scoring a point for Manchester. Off of the serve by Murphy. I think that might have been Applegate with the overpass. And Applegate will end up stepping back to serve. Applegate with a service error as it goes out of bounds on the side. Offline with that serve. Polston will now serve for Fayetteville. Polston, very strong serve, scores an ace. Kenley Polston gets her first ace. Polston serves it across to Applegate. Young to Lucas for the return. Comes over to Wolfer. Murphy's now going to set Wells for an attack, and it's good. Ava Wells gets her fourth kill. You can go back and watch this game if you're listening now, want to watch it later on Goodguysradiotv.com. Click on the archives, and it is free to watch. Thompson gets the kill. Victoria Thompson, her 10th kill. McClanahan coming back in to replace Horner on the side of Manchester. Polston will serve. She'll drop that short in the net for a service error. Turner will serve. Fayetteville struggling. Murphy able to save it. Comes back over to Applegate. Lucas is going to set McClanahan for the return. And Fayetteville again struggling, but it was saved by Schaefer, and now an attack we're going to have in the net. Thompson in the net. Manchester gets the point. Manchester trailing by 8 with Turner serving. Turner serves it across, received by Thompson for an overpass, and McClanahan gets the overkill. That'll be kill number 2 for McClanahan. Manchester calls the timeout. We're going to take one as well. 16-9 the score. With Fayetteville leading, they lead the match 2-0. We're back right after this on the Shack Sports Radio Network.
Hey, sports fan! Did you know the OHSAA is among the national leaders in social media? Check out the OHSAA's social media platforms for news, tournament information, accomplishments, helpful links, and all the items available in the fan guide, including photos, DVDs, and publications. Check out OHSAA Sports on Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram. And who knows, you may be the next featured face.
Who is Barry Chevrolet? Why don't you ask your friends and neighbors? Because after 70 years and 4 generations in the automotive industry, odds are we've made a happy customer out of somebody you know. Hard-working, proud Americans drive Chevrolets, and that's why we sell them at Barry's. Hats off to everybody driving a Silverado truck. You're my kind of people. Barry Chevrolet, your best deal dealer.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dunn will return it back to Fayetteville. Wells on the attack. And somebody, McClanahan, not sure what they called her for, maybe in the net. Point will go to Fayetteville. And back to serve is going to be Thompson. Thompson serves it across to Turner for the overpass. And Schaefer with a touch to Polston. Now Wolfer attacking, drops it short in the net. Point will go to Manchester. Manchester trailing by 7 with McClanahan stepping back to serve. McClanahan gets an ace. Second ace of the match for McClanahan. Back in will be Beckler replacing Schaefer on the side of Fayetteville. And McClanahan will step back to serve. That might be another ace. It is. McClanahan scores 2 aces in a row for a total of 3. Manchester back within 5. McClanahan serving again, and that's another ace. Fayetteville thought that was going to go out of bounds, and it did not. 3 aces in a row, a total of 4. McClanahan brings her team back within 4. This time Thompson receives it. Murphy will set Wolfer for an attack. Received in the back row by Applegate. Dunn with a touch, and then Young returns it. Comes over to Polston. Murphy's going to set Wells for a floor attack that was too strong. That ended up out of bounds. So Manchester gets the point. McClanahan serving again, trailing by 3. Serves it across, received in the back row. I think that was Thompson. Wolfer tries an off-speed attack. That doesn't work. Young will set it to Turner for the attack. Thompson, now Wolfer with an attack, and it's good. Oh, sorry, it's too strong. It goes out of bounds. Manchester making the right choice there to let that one go. McClanahan with the serve. Oh, it clips the net and scores the ace. 5 total aces now. 4 with this at serve for McClanahan. Another one, and what was that? Out of bounds. That one was too strong that time. Right at the line, it goes out of bounds. And Fayetteville scores the point. With the serve, well, they're going to talk about this here a little bit. They're going to recall that one. So Beckler with the serve. 18-16 the score. Beckler serving across to Applegate. Dunn with the dump, and that works. Dunn scores a kill with the dump. Instead of setting it for one of her teammates, she dumped it over the net. Dunn back to serve. And that'll be an ace for Dunn. So that one lands inbounds on the side. Fayetteville's going to call the timeout now. We're tied at 18 apiece in the third set of the match. Fayetteville leads the match 2-0. Manchester trying to keep it alive here in set 3. We're back right after this on the Shack Sports Radio Network.
The NFHS Learning Center is the leader in online education for the interscholastic community. At NFHSLearn.com, you can find over 70 courses, including more than 30 free courses, such as concussion in sports, heat illness prevention, sudden cardiac arrest, and protecting students from abuse. To learn more, visit the NFHS Learning Center.
Welcome back to the Volley for the Cure tonight at Fayetteville High School, with Fayetteville hosting Manchester. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Help us raise awareness and funds to provide mammograms to local women with the C103 and AdamsCountyCar.com Car for the Cure. Be on the lookout for that pink car. Your chance to donate and sign the car for yourself. Again, that car donated by Adams County Collision and Repair. That's AdamsCountyCar.com. Also sponsored by Barry Chevrolet Buick. Again, the McFarland family donating that car every year. Applegate's going to try the attack, and that doesn't work. No, okay. I thought that was 4 hits. They didn't count it. So Applegate again returning it. Comes over to Beckler. Now Wolfer on the attack, and it's good. Katie Wolfer scoring her 11th kill. Wells back to serve. Wells serving an across, received by McClanahan, and she's going to get an ace out of that. Ace number 1 for Ava Wells. Fayetteville back on top by 2, 20-18. Wells serves it across to Lucas. Young, then Lucas returning it to Thompson. Murphy's going to set Wolfer for an attack. Nice block at the net by Young. That'll be her second block. Scoring the point for Manchester, and Lucas will step back to serve. Lucas serving it across to Beckler. Wolfer with a touch. Murphy returns it over to McClanahan. Young to Applegate for the return. Back to Beckler. Murphy tries the dump and it works. 4 kills for Murphy. I think 3 of the 4 have been dumps. Wolfer will now serve for Fayetteville. Wolfer serving it across to Dunn. McClanahan returns it to Thompson. Polston back to Thompson for the attack. It's too strong. Ends up out of bounds. Manchester gets the point, and they are back within 1. Riley Young will serve. Lady Greyhounds trying to stay alive. And that's an overpass over to Applegate. Lucas sets it back to Applegate for the attack. That's no good. Polston on the attack for Fayetteville. Nice dig there and a return by McClanahan. Now Murphy, and wow, what a save. A one-hand wing and a prayer by Thompson. Scores a point. We'll give her a kill for that. That'll be 11 kills for Victoria Thompson. That one was pretty much sheer luck. Murphy serving. Gets it across and received by Lucas. Now McClanahan will return it. Over to Murphy. Beckler to Thompson for the attack. Blocked by McClanahan. First block that I've scored for McClanahan. Timeout Fayetteville. It's a 1-point set. Fayetteville leads it 22-21. They lead the match 2-0. We're back right after this on the Shack Sports Radio Network. Manchester has the serve. Fayetteville has the lead. So Manchester trailing by 1 with Applegate serving. Applegate serving it across, received by Wells. Murphy will set it to Polston for the return. Comes over to Young. Lucas is going to set Dunn. Well, we got a double hit. Yep, double hit called against Manchester. So the point will go to Fayetteville. We're going to have a substitution as back in will be Schaefer, replacing Beckler. Serving is going to be Polston. Polston serves it across, received by Dunn. Lucas sets it to Dunn for the attack. Soft attack. Wells received it, and it ended up working. Nobody there for a second hit. Dunn scores her second kill. Now serving will be Turner. Turner received by Polston. Wolfer gets a touch, and then Polston returns it. Back over to Dunn. Lucas is going to set Dunn. Soft attack. Punched it into the back row to Murphy, who overpassed it back to McClanahan for an overkill. 3 kills now for McClanahan. We're tied at 23 apiece. Turner serving. Turner serves it over to Wolfer, and I think that might be an ace. Nope, Wells able to save it, and Thompson returns it. Back over to Dunn. They're going to set Dunn again for an attack. Off-speed attack, and it's good. It goes off Turner, drops on the Fayetteville side, and Dunn gets her 3rd kill. So Manchester now leading by 1, 24-23 with Turner serving. Turner serves it across. Polston receives it. Murphy is going to set Thompson for a back row attack. Young receives that one. Lucas will set it to Turner. Comes over to Polston. Murphy is going to set Wolfer for the simple return. Goes to Young. Applegate with a set. Lucas returned it to Polston. Now Murphy's going to set Thompson for a kill, and it's good. Victoria Thompson scores her 12th kill and breaks the serve. And now tied at 24 apiece. Either team will have to score extra points to get the win here. Thompson with the serve. And that is going to be saved. Nice save there by Applegate. Returned by Turner. Came over to Wells. They're going to set it back to Wells for an attack, and it's good. Ava Wells gets her 5th kill. As McClanahan tried to block it. Got caught in a joust at the net. Thompson serving. This could be the end, and it is. Thompson with an ace will end it, as that was set match point. Fayetteville gets the victory 26-24 over top of Manchester, 3-0 in the match. Fayetteville winning tonight with the volley for the Cure at Fayetteville. Stick with us. I've got stats for you. Also, we'll have a conversation with head coach Sharon Sheets and the ACRMC Family Medicine Coaches Comment Show. And, of course, I'll name a Snappy Tomato Pizza player of the match right after this on the Shack Sports Radio Network.
Taste the Snappy Tomato Pizza difference for yourself. Order from Seaman at 937-386-1010 or from West Union at 937-544-5583. Order online at snappytomato.com.
ProGen's next-generation technology flooring is designed to stand up to the demands of modern life, and it's available now at the Winchester Carpet Outlet. Because ProGen is durable, waterproof, dimensionally stable, and easy to install, it can be used in any room, including rooms that are most prone to moisture and spills, like kitchens and baths. For top-quality flooring, service, and selection at prices that'll floor you, visit the Winchester Carpet Outlet, just off State Route 32 on Tri-County Road, just a few miles west of Winchester, Ohio, and online at winchestercarpetoutlet.com.
We could make a big, loud, expensive promo to talk about our high school sports coverage. Instead, we'll let our coverage speak for itself.
Plenty of time for a catch and release, and
Oh, he drains it!
Right side, he pulls up to the 3, he hits.
We're sitting on pins and needles, and it is.
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the ACRMC Family Medicine Coaches Comment Show. Joining me now, a very relieved head coach, Sharon Sheets. Coach, you got to like getting the victory anytime, but it's always fun on Volley for the Cure night, right?
It sure is. It's been a great night to see all the community come out and support, a great cause, and we have a good crowd here. We got the win. We've been a little dry with the wins lately, so we're really excited about that.
Yeah, that does improve your record. Let's see. Now you would be 9-12, 5-8 in conference play.
Yep.
But you're still trailing Ripley.
Yes.
In conference play, and
just played them last night.
I was going to say, I thought you came out short side here to Ripley just recently, and you beat them the first time you matched up.
No,
oh, that was preseason.
That was preseason.
Yeah.
Very first game we had a Brown County tournament.
Yeah.
But, they beat us twice this season. So
yeah, Ripley, a much improved volleyball club this year.
Yeah, kudos to them. But, very, very much improved.
Any idea how much money you raised tonight in the fight against breast cancer?
It's a lot.
It is?
It's a lot. Our Volley for the Cure event just grows each year.
You certainly had a lot of items out there to use to raise money.
I remember when we first started Volley for the Cure, I think I had like 10 sponsors or like 10 people that donated.
Oh, now you got
and now
like 50.
we got, I bet you we're well over 50.
Yeah?
Yes, so it's been great.
That's nice, getting that community support.
Yes, I love it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, you also had a nice crowd to support you here tonight
I
as
appreciate
well.
that, yes.
Word
gets out that it's Volley for the Cure, and we make sure that everybody knows that it's our night for, supporting breast cancer awareness. So they come out. That's great.
Well, let's talk about this game. The first two sets. Well, the first set, Manchester gave you a close run in that first set. You had a fairly easy set the second set. But that third set, they were not going to go away easy.
Well, our new word for the team is lock in. We need to lock in, and I have to call the timeout and use our word, the lock in word. We got to lock in here. I mean, what's going on? That's 5 points that they came away with, within 2 minutes. You've got to stay focused.
Right.
And
you got to finish.
You got to finish strong, and that's probably one of our weaknesses as a team this year is not definitely just
Have you
finishing.
struggled with that?
Yes. I mean, we started the season just like, okay, we've got it going on, and it just each and every day. I mean, I don't know. They just can't finish as well as what I think they can.
Well, let's talk about your players in this one. Of course, you've got Murphy out there,
yes. Yep.
only a freshman.
Yep.
I scored her with 4 kills. I think 3 of them were dumps.
Yes, she's good. Yeah, she's good
pretty
at
good at that. I scored her with an ace as well.
Yep.
Again, young players. You've actually got.
I have 8 seniors this year.
I was going to say, you've got a pretty seasoned team.
Yes, 8 seniors and 1 freshman. So, Maya's done an excellent job coming in as a freshman. I think she's somewhere in the top 5 of the shack in assists. So I'm really happy for her.
Yeah, she came into this game with 340, and of course I don't keep them, so I don't know how many more she scored, but it'd be a bunch.
Great. We got some hitters when they're on. That's all we want, right?
Yep. Well, you got Victoria Thompson coming back next year. She's only a junior.
Yes.
I scored her with 12 kills and an ace.
Awesome. Good.
Look how many, what'd she have? 7 in that last set was Thompson.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she had 2, 3, and then 7.
Perfect.
So, nice game for Victoria Thompson.
She's a player when she, steps up to be that player, but I have great confidence in her. And I know she can do it. Katie Woofer this year has really turned it up. She's been playing well for me. I mean, pretty much everybody has. It's just, like you say, they're not finishing.
Right. Putting it all together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had Wolfer scored at 11 kills. A couple of blocks. I'm not real good at keeping blocks, but I had her with a couple of blocks.
Look at that. Yeah.
Yeah, 4 aces.
Perfect.
In that final set
needed
for a total
those.
of 5.
Definitely needed those.
Yeah.
And those kills from Victoria. Really.
Right.
Yeah.
Those 2 right there really poured it on. 2 other seniors, Polston and Wells, both contributed pretty well tonight.
Yes, they did.
They had a couple of kills in each of the sets. Both of them had an ace as well.
I rely on those 2 ladies in the backcourt, very much so. We need to have them dig in. Yeah, I'm telling you, 8 seniors. I mean, I think one other time that I've been a coach that I had that many seniors at once. So, but I also have 9 freshmen. So hopefully they all like me the next 3 years and stick with me.
They have no choice.
I know, really.
They got to play.
Right, that's right.
Yeah. That's the rule.
That's right. You got to play.
Well, Coach Sheets, congratulations on the victory. Who have you got to finish out the season? I know we're coming down to the end.
CME is non-conference.
Non-conference.
And then, of course, Sunday will be a tournament draw, so we'll kind of see where we head into our tournament. So.
Are they doing the volleyball tournament draw based off of max preps? There's rumor they're going to do basketball that way. Have you heard anything about that?
I posted my record like normal, so we'll kind of see where that lands us on Sunday. I'm not sure.
I know the OHSAA is trying to change the way they do the draw or do the seeding. And I'm pretty sure we got an email that said for basketball, it'll be strictly done from Max Preps, your record on Max Preps.
The email that I received was basically the same over the years, that there would be 4 seeds based on coaches voting.
Okay.
And this is Southwest District, so I would think it would be all across the board, but I know Southeast is different.
Yeah. Well, and again, I remember seeing it for basketball, so it might be that's going to be the first time they try it.
Okay.
Is during basketball.
Yeah.
Who are you worried about in the Southwest District?
Miami Valley Christian always gives us a good game. So that's who we came across for sectional championship last year. So when we beat them and went on to districts, but
you played them earlier this year and came out on the short side.
Yeah, went 4 with them.
Yeah. Well, at least you took them 4 sets.
Yeah,
that's good.
It was strong scores there. So
right, big time extra points
that
in
was,
that
was
set.
pretty early. So I'm hoping that we've improved a little bit. But we did stick it to them a little bit. I thought, but they're strong. We also invited Middletown Christian to play this year. They're in with us. Ripley's with us.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Coach, again, congratulations tonight.
Thank you for being here.
Awesome job with the Volley for the Cure.
Yeah.
And good luck in tournament.
Thank you. All righty. Thank you so much.
Head Coach Sharon Sheets, thanks for joining us for the ACRMC Family Medicine Coaches Comment Show. We'll take a quick break. I'll be back to talk about stats and to name a Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Match right after this on the Shack Sports Radio Network.
It's good.
Cherry picking out ahead she goes.
With the tomahawk finish.
Goes up. Two-hand monster dunk.
Your home for Shack Sports, C103 and Good Guys Radio TV.
What does it mean to be a rocket?
Rockets are respectful, resourceful, and responsible.
Rocket Pride!
Hey, sports fan! Did you know the OHSAA is among the national leaders in social media? Check out the OHSAA's social media platforms for news, tournament information, accomplishments, helpful links, and all the items available in the fan guide, including photos, DVDs, and publications. Check out OHSAA Sports on Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram. And who knows, you may be the next featured face.
Who is Barry Chevrolet? Why don't you ask your friends and neighbors? Because after 70 years and 4 generations in the automotive industry, odds are we've made a happy customer out of somebody you know. Hard-working, proud Americans drive Chevrolets, and that's why we sell them at Barry's. Hats off to everybody driving a Silverado truck. You're my kind of people. Barry Chevrolet, your best deal dealer.
For all these items, what a great turnout for the Volley for the Cure. And I had 25 tickets and I haven't won anything yet. So I was hoping this whole table would be full of things that I won. Not turning out that way. Oh well. All for a good cause. Let's take a look at the stats. We'll do Manchester total offensive stats. McClanahan, I had her with a total of 3 kills, 1 block, and 5 aces for Bryson McClanahan. And Kennedy Turner, 1 kill. Maddie Dunn, 3 kills, 1 ace. Jaleese Applegate with 3 kills. Jayla Horner with 2 kills. Riley Young with 2 kills, 2 blocks, and 2 aces. Abby Lucas, I had her for 1 kill and 3 aces. That's a look at your stats for Manchester. Now on the side of the Fayetteville Lady Rockets, that's where we'll be naming our Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Match. Victoria Thompson, I had her with 12 total kills and 1 ace. Ava Wells with a total of 5 kills, 1 ace. Kenley Polston with a total of 5 kills, 1 ace. I had Katie Wolfer with a total of 11 kills, 2 blocks, and 5 aces. Very impressive there. And Maya Murphy with a total of 4 kills and 1 ace. So Fayetteville again winning this one 3-0. The first set of the match 25-21, second set 25-13, and the third set was 26-24. So that's your scores from the matches. Also Fayetteville winning the JV match 2-1. They won the first set 25-9. Manchester won the second set 25-18, and then Fayetteville winning the third set 25-18. So Fayetteville with a sweep tonight. They won the JV matchup and the varsity matchup. All right, your Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the game, it really came down to 2 players. I was pretty impressed with Victoria Thompson. She had a very impressive 7 kills in that final set to get the victory, also with an ace. But Katie Wolfer did not have 7 kills in the final set, but guess what? She had 7 kills in the first set. She had 3 in the second, 1 in the third. She had those 2 blocks. But very impressively, she had 4 aces for a total of 5, but she had 4 aces in that third and final set, and that was pretty impressive, and that really made a big difference in this third and final set for Fayetteville to get the victory. So Katie Wolfer, the senior, at Fayetteville will be the Snappy Tomato Pizza. C103 Player of the Match. Congratulations to Katie Wolfer, and congratulations to the Fayetteville Lady Rockets. I want to thank Brandon Rigdon for engineering everything on the side of Goodguysradiotv.com. If you would like to go back and watch this game, you can do so. Just click on the archives at Goodguysradiotv.com, and there you will find tonight's match. I want to thank Miley Smith for engineering everything back in the studio for us on the side of C103. I'm Ken Smith. Thanks for listening to Shack Volleyball on the home for Shack Sports, C103 and Good Guys Radio TV.